Alright, we're gonna adjust these emergency brake cables. The Bentley manual and the Haynes manual both suck at this. So we're gonna figure out how to do it this way. Alright, so if you get in here, there's this giant plastic cover that covers this hole right here. You just pry that right off because you don't need it. And the Bentley manual says that you don't need it. So, and you don't need to reinstall it. So just jam a screwdriver in here. That's going to ensure that this... Okay, so that's not going to move. Now we're going to take out the adjuster clips. Okay, so these are the end stops. You have to take these off first. So let's take these off first. Okay, there's one. Now the next thing that you're going to do, you're going to take a 13mm wrench and put it right on the stop right here. Okay. Now you're going to turn the adjustment collar down. And if you can see, I'm rotating it counterclockwise from my face. I'm looking at it from here, the same angle you guys are. So counterclockwise. And now it just stopped. So what's going to happen is it's going to go that way. So you're twisting it down and you're going to make it go that way. That way. Alright, now it's stopped all the way. After that, you push the cables together all the way, and now the cables are in. So that's stopped. And you're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. And once both sides are like that, then you can proceed to the next step. Okay, so the next step is, once that's all the way down to the stop, you got the other side all the way down to the stop, and you pull the cables together, what that does is that creates a lot of slack. So if you looked in the car right now where your e-brake handle is, the cable itself is going to have a whole lot of slack. So now what we're going to do is we are going to back this adjustment collar back up to where the locking slot is. And then once that's there, we're going to lock it back in place. So now I am twisting the adjustment collar clockwise and bringing it back to the front of the car just enough until I can see the slot. Once the slot's in there, then we can put these clips back in. Okay. Just have to loosen it a little more. There we go. Okay, now it's in. So once that's done, you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so once you have done that, the next step is to tension the cables. And the way you do that is you grab both of these cables here and you're going to pull them apart. So this cable is going to go that way and this cable is going to stay the same place, but you're going to pretty much just pull them apart. And you're going to want to do, you might want to get a buddy so that you can do the same amount of pressure, same amount of force and everything, so that everything's all even. Because you want things to be even. If you don't, you're going to have a bad time. So as you can see, we pulled the cables out like that. And we have this much space now on both sides. Okay, so now that you've done all that, you're gonna see inside the car, first you wanna make sure that these are relatively even. Okay, and then after that, you can now take the screwdriver out of the slot. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna lift up the e-brake handle 3 times. All right, and now we're gonna check to make sure that the tension and everything is where we want it. And if that's the case, then you don't have to do anything else. But if it's not where you want it, you can adjust the collars towards the front of the car, and that will ensure that it is where you want. You want the proper tension. In my case, I don't have to do anything. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want.